What's going on, everybody? This your boy Mike from Wicked Inc. And this is going to be my trailer breakdown for the new Suicide Squad that we're going to see next year. But before we get on to that, I want to say that as the channel grows and I get more subscribers, I'm going to start doing more things with the channel. So, like this time, I've got, if you've seen at the beginning of the channel, it comes up a screen, it's got my Facebook and Twitter. I will have the links to both of those, so if you're on a PC, you can click on those and find me at those locations. Now, at the end of the video, I've got annotations at the end of my video, and this is going to be a DC review for, from Comic-Con, the trailer that they showed. So any related material that I have, I'm going to be putting at the end of my videos, starting this one. And basically what you're going to be able to do is, if you're on a PC, at the end of the video, you'll see a screen with 3 links to 3 different videos that are related to this one. You can just click on them and go to that video. If you're on mobile, you're not going to be able to click on those, but what I'm going to do for you guys is there's also annotations that I can put up that throughout the process of the video, you'll see them pop up, you know what I mean, and like across the screen, it'll just say the name of the video, and you can just click on it from there on mobile, and it should work there. So that's what I'm going to be doing from now on, but let's get right on into it. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the trailer that we seen from Comic-Con. Basically what happened with this is, I mentioned it in my other video, you can check them out if you want to click on those at the end, but basically what happened was there was a lot of bootleg from Comic-Con and people were showing it, and they were trying to, YouTube and Warner Brothers were both trying to pull it down. Neither one of them could get them all down, so Warner Brothers just said, well, if people are going to see it, we're going to let them see it in high def. So they went ahead and released the trailer, and go ahead and check it out right here.
It's taking some work, but I finally have them. The worst of the worst.
Where?
Let's just say I put him in a hole and threw away the hole.
There's rumors, Amanda, that some of them have abilities.
Oh, yeah. I have seen things. Maybe Superman was some kind of beacon for them to creep back from the shadows. I want to assemble a task force of the most dangerous people on the planet who I think can do some good.
They're bad guys.
Exactly. And if anything goes wrong, we blame them. We have built-in deniability.
What makes you think you can control them?
Because getting people to act against their own self-interest is what I do for a living.
Are you the devil?
All you need to know is you work for me.
So that's it, huh? We're the patsies. We're some kind of suicide squad.
Let's go save the world.
You're in so much trouble. Hope you got insurance.
Know what they say about the crazy ones?
Huh? If I'd only see
Oh, I'm not gonna kill you.
that the joke was on me.
I'm just gonna hurt you. Really, really bad.
Alright, so let's just get on right into it and start breaking this thing down. You know, when we get into it, we first see Amanda Waller. She's at the table sitting, eating with a couple people, basically saying that she's got a bunch of people that she locked away in the hole and threw away the hole, and they're a bunch of really, really, really bad people, and said that she's going to get them to fight basically for a greater good, to be the bigger evil. And, you know, they're asking, well, how you going to get them to do that? And she basically in a nutshell tells them she's an asshole and she can get them to do what she wants them to do, and that's her job to do so. So we see her doing that, and then we see a picture of Enchantress, is who I think it is, in this cave. This is before I think she got her powers. This could be a flashback. We really don't know yet. And then we get our first shot of Harley Quinn in a cage. Now, I'll show you another picture here in a minute that you can really, really see, like, she's pretty dangerous. I mean, it almost looks like, you know, they got her in a cage, in a cage, in a cage. So, it looks like she's going to be pretty dangerous. I'm really glad, really, really glad that Warner Brothers decided to finally put her in a movie. You know, all these Batman movies we've had throughout the years, we've seen so many Jokers. We've never seen a Harley Quinn. And I'm really glad they decided to do this. And then we get our first shot of El Diablo. Like, he looks a lot like he does in the comic series. They did really well with him, I think. And, you know, we kind of see him there. Then we get another shot of, you know, all the cages that Harley Quinn is in. And then we see our first shot of Killer Croc. Now, this almost looks like a Hannibal type situation. Like this dude's really dangerous. And, you know, he was a big villain in the comics, so it's rightfully so. It's finally time for him to get a movie too. So, and then we get here we go with our first shot of Deadshot, Will Smith. You know, that's gonna be interesting to see him as Deadshot. From the looks of the trailer, it really looks like Deadshot is gonna have a really strong bond with his daughter, which is really good because it brings in a more emotional aspect of it. It's just not 5 badass people, you know, 6 badass people getting thrown together that with no emotion. They just running around doing whatever, you know what I mean? So it's awesome that they are throwing that emotion in there. I do believe Rick Flag is also going to have an emotional attachment to someone. Here we basically see a bunch of thugs coming in shooting the place. Now with the costumes and with the masks on like they are, it really looks like they're Joker's men. That's almost, you know, what I really want to say, that's what's going on. Joker's men is coming in, and if you look, you know what I'm saying, there's like missiles and stuff in the background. So apparently that's a high priority place, which only leads me to believe that's Joker's men. Now, this also could be the same place where you see this guy roughing up Harley Quinn. But at this point, at given time, she's obviously Harley Quinzel, and which really also makes me happy that they're not just bringing her in as crazy ass Harley, you know, Quinn, that they're giving her that backstory. Now this could be also a flashback or something that we see to turn her into what she is, you know what I mean? So for all we know, honestly, all the parts that we seen in this trailer, they could be towards the end of the movie, you know what I'm saying? And these images that we're seeing now might not be flashbacks. They might be actually storylines leading up to, you know, what's going to happen at the end. So we never really know how this is going to play it. We still got a year, so we'll see how it happens. In this image, we see all of them walking down the street, man, which is a really, really awesome image. I want to get into Killer Croc for a minute because he's actually a lot smaller in the movie than he's portrayed in the comics, but I think, like, he looks amazing. Like, I think the dude's gonna do a really, really good job. I've heard people say that it looks like Thing from Fantastic Four. Nah, man, I mean, maybe a slight resemblance, but not really. I mean, I think they did a really good job with that. Here we see Katana and I think it's Dr. Boomerang fighting each other. So obviously there is going to be some type of conflict within the group, which, you know, is kind of normal for things like that. This image right here is exactly why you don't throw Harley Quinn, or you don't go inside Harley Quinn's cage right there. Like, obviously she tries to get out, you know, that's why they got her in 3 different cages apparently. You see right here where she's laying down on a table and it's all strapped up. I can only guess that that's the Joker, because you see kind of the tattoos on the side over there. If you look really hard, you can see it. But I'm really glad that again, I'm really glad that they're giving her like a backstory as to how she became that crazy. And obviously some Joker did something to her, which I like even more. It's not just that, you know, she just jumped on the Joker bandwagon. He did something to her, you know what I'm saying, like psychologically. So it'll be really interesting to see on film. Here we have an image of Batman on top of the Joker mobile, I guess is what I'm gonna call it. But I'm not sure how big of a part Batman's actually going to play in this movie, because this movie takes place after Man of Steel, but before Batman v Superman, and it's coming out after Batman v Superman, I do believe. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the story plays out. And then, you know, at the very end of the video, we hear that epic Joker laugh, which I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there. I know I may get some hate because there's a lot of people on the fence about it, and there's a lot of people that's really strong-willed about it, but they're just all like, you know, I'm not big on Jared Leto in the first place, so, like, I'm really not big with his Joker. Like, I'm not looking forward to it, really. I don't think he's going to do horrible, but at the same time, I don't like the look of him. I don't. I think the tattoos are ridiculous. I think that, you know, I just don't think he looks like a good Joker. Now, I could be wrong. By the time it comes out, you know, by the time it comes out, I could have a different opinion, or by the time it comes out, I go see it and have a different opinion after I see it. I'm going to keep an open mind about it. I'm not really down with his Joker yet. I got some on-set, you know, photos of Harley and Killer Croc and all that, man. I think they're going to do a good job with all of them. From what I've seen, even Katana. Like, Katana looks a lot like the Katana we've seen in Arrow, which I kind of hope they're playing it. Like, the costume that I seen looked damn near identical to the one, if I'm not mistaken, in the one in Arrow. Because it's been a while since I've seen an episode of Arrow, but if I'm not mistaken, that costume was on point. So that's gonna be cool to see her in a, you know, her character rather, in a big screen movie. Watch my other video, my trailer breakdown for the Superman, Batman v Superman movie. Then you will see that I threw up a picture of the Robin suit, and it had the Joker's handwriting all over it. Now, because this movie is going to take place after Superman, then, you know what I'm saying, we're already going to see a bunch of supervillains arise from that. You even heard Amanda Waller state that in the very beginning, you know, of the video, of the trailer. But I do believe that the events of Suicide Squad is what's going to lead us into what's going on in Batman v Superman. I think, you know, Suicide Squad, I think it's going to be Joker's going to be the big villain in that movie. But Batman v Superman, I don't really know who the big villain is going to be yet. They haven't told us. So that's going to be a mystery, but that's kind of what I think. It may even be when you see the Joker at the very end, you know, talking about he's not going to kill you, he's just going to hurt you really, really bad. I want to say in my head that could be Jason Todd. Maybe not Jason Todd, but another Robin. And that's why we seen the Robin suit up at the Batcave in Batman v Superman. I mean, that's just a prediction. You know, if I get any more info, I will get it to you guys. But that's about all I got for you guys. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. At the end, you'll see my other videos. If you're on a PC, you can click on it there throughout the video. They should have been coming up there, so you can click on them. But have a good day.